Grow, Sell, and Retire is the podcast for the lazy overachiever. B.D. Dalton, author of True Gravity and Grow, Sell, and Retire, is here to give you his 25 years of secrets, tips, and systems to take your business to the next level. This is your chance to find out what is working in sales, marketing, and running your business. If you stop learning, you stop burning. Now, here's your host, BD, with today's GSR podcast.
Hey everybody, BD Dalton here for the Grow, Sell, and Retire podcast. Business and life secrets for the lazy overachiever. And I know that's every one of you because you're listening to this and you're thinking, how can I make my life easier? How can I make more money, have more fun, enjoy myself, and really just make things happen? And guess what? Today, we're going to talk about personal brand. This is all about you, what people talk about you behind your back. And today's magic letter, if you watch Sesame Street or anything else like that, today's magic letter is E. And E, very first one is engagement. If you're going to be out networking, if you're going to be talking to your clients, if you're going to be talking to prospects or anybody else that has to do with your business, employees, E, then you want to make sure that you're engaging them, that you're engaging and making sure that things happen. So you want to ask questions. You want to ask questions about them. You don't want to just say, how was your day or anything like that. You want to talk about things that are going to make a big difference in their life. Is in 1 year, where do you want to be? In 1 year, what would you like to feel like? How can I make you or enable you to get to that next level in your business, in your life, in anything else? How can I make it so that that's happening? And then if they say, well, I don't know, probe. So you've asked, now you're probing. So you say, okay, come on, you got to be able to do better than that. There's lots of things that you want. If I was to ask you what type of holiday you went on, you would definitely be able to tell me, well, I went up for a beach holiday and there would be palm trees and there would be pina coladas, there'd be whatever else. Or I went on a skiing holiday and there'd be lots of downhill slopes. So probe. You want to ask people, what is it that's really going to make that happen? Asking those probing questions. And then guess what? If you're engaging, if you're truly engaging, you are going to offer them something. You're going to offer them some help. You're going to offer them an idea. You're going to offer them some space. You're going to offer them some time. You're going to offer them something that makes them come to you and say, you know what, that was great. That was very engaging. I will listen to whatever you want to talk about. I will go down the same path as you and make things happen. So first E of your personal brand is that engagement. The second one, you can probably tell in my voice, is energy. I got a smile on right now. I'm looking at the microphone. I'm making sure that I am talking to you, making sure that you feel everything else. And guess what? Everything else is, I'm moving, I'm shaking, I'm doing all sorts of stuff to make sure that I feel more happy, more confident, and can make you feel so much better. And you're listening to this. Hopefully you're feeling my energy coming through. And guess what? You stand up. You stand up when you're presenting. You stand up when you're talking to people. If somebody comes to shake your hand, you stand up because it's rude if you don't. So you stand up for what you like, you stand up for what you believe in, because they say, if you stand up for nothing, you fall for everything. Guess what? Speak. Make sure you don't speak too much. I sometimes have that problem, but you want to make sure that you don't speak too much, but you are speaking. And the biggest thing is you want to, once you've engaged, now you're going to spark. You're going to use that energy to spark change. You are going to be all the people that work with me, all of my team. So John and Richard and everybody else and Ted and Sam and we are catalysts. We are making sure that things happen in people's lives and happen in their businesses. If somebody comes to us and they pay us money, if they pay us 10,000 pounds, we're hoping and we're making sure that we're getting to that level where they're getting 30,000, 40,000, 50,000 pounds worth of value, worth of sales back. So we've got to make sure that we're doing something that sparks what they're going to do and returns true value. So we've engaged, we've energized, and guess what? The next one is, if you've heard the old saying, the old idea of you should walk a mile in my shoes. Well, guess what? That's empathy. You need to feel what other people feel. You need to look at it from their angle. You need to make sure that whatever you're selling, whatever you're focused on, makes their life different. It has to give them some energy. It has to buy them some time, or it has to enable them to focus. That energy, time, and focus. You know that I love threes. So we have 3 things about personal branding, this empathy. Are you going to ask them the question? And you are going to sit back and you're going to understand. And guess what? During this whole time frame, if you start to ask them questions, if they start to get really emotional and you can't keep everything in your head, and it's something that has to do with your work, ask them, do you mind to make this so that I can understand it better? Can I write some notes? Can I try to understand, try to get a little bit deeper into knowledge and things that you're feeling so that I could make sure that when I communicate with you or I try to help you, that we're on the same wavelength. I want to make sure that I am engaged with you. I am empathizing with what you have. So you really get back to this. So personal brand, we've been talking about this. This is what people say about you behind your back when you are not there. And it is your job to make sure that you are portraying the best you can be. This is that E of personal branding. Personal branding is all about looking at your LinkedIn profile. Is it talking about them? Is it talking about what you can give them? Is it talking about when you're on your street, do you go up and just say, you know what, I'm going to go to a business networking function. I'm just going to throw some business cards around. That's horrible. That is horrible. You go into a meeting and the first thing that these people do, and this is a thing that we have to do when we're talking about the financial services industry, is they throw a business card at you. They say, I have to give you a business card that you know who I am. So it's one of those things where it's like, oh my gosh, you just gave me a business card. I know who you are. We've scheduled a meeting. We're sitting here and, okay, fine. You can give me a card. That's beautiful. We're LinkedIn already, so it doesn't really matter. So your business card's probably going to get bent. But guess what? You're going to go straight onto my CRM system, my client relationship management software system, and we are going to make sure that we are going to start engaging you, asking you questions. How can we help you? We're going to energize. We're going to give you ideas, hopefully some sparks, something to move there. And guess what? Our communications are going to hopefully, because we try to work on it, speak to you on your level. So we've engaged, we've energized, we've empathized. I've got lots of speaking gigs coming up now. If you want me to come and help your sales team, if you want our catalysts to come in, and guess what? We can take your business, we can put the launch package in place, and then guess what? We can have that 6-month, 1-year turnaround for your business and give you the access to your next level. Do you know what level you're on? Do you know where you are? If I was to ask you the question, what does your P&L say today? What type of profits do you have? What is your profit margin? What do your employees earn per hour for you? And what do you pay them per hour? So you have to start looking at your business so that you can deliver the highest value possible to the most clients that have the most money that you can possibly access. So I'm here to help you. I'm BD Dalton, Grow, Sell, and Retire podcast, Secrets for the Lazy Overachiever, talking to you about personal brand. Make sure you follow us. Make sure you go to the website at bartdaltonconsulting.com. If you love this podcast, make sure that you're talking to everybody on Spreaker. Make sure you're passing it around. Make sure you're following it. It's really, really important to me to give this to as many people as possible because I want to make you and your universe successful. Because if I can make the people around you successful, that means you're more successful. That means it makes it easier for me when I want to come and try to help everybody be more successful, and we can engage each other, and I can hand you some of my energy, and hopefully you can use that to engage more people. Thanks a lot. Have a great one. Enjoy your day. BD Dalton, over and out.
Thanks for joining us on Grow, Sell, and Retire. For more information, tools, or to book one of our team members to work with your team, business, or to speak at your event or conference, visit bartdaltonconsulting.com or email contact@bartdaltonconsulting.com. Buy the book True Gravity on Amazon. If you want to work for the rest of your life, that is your business. If you don't, that is ours.